Let's discuss the ETH merge real quick. I said I would in this video. Bitcoin was dumping, but I still said how you could be profitable if you were playing your game right, placing your bets accordingly, putting in the right ecosystem. So if you haven't watched that video, maybe go and check it out. All right. So ladies and gents, welcome back. And I'll be reading out from two threads. The ETH merge is in a week. Well, this was by Shifsack, and the other one, the Crypto Illuminati. Very interesting thread. Okay, so I will be reading from this and then try to clarify and make it simple as much as possible. All right. And Vitalik tweeted this out. The merge is still expected to happen around September 13th to 15th. What's happening today is the Bellatrix hard fork, which prepares the chain for the merge. Still important though, make sure to update your clients. Yeah, of course, just like most, this just flew by my head, right? How many people would even understand this? If you're a retailer, this is kind of not that clear, right? However, let's figure it out. What does that even mean? Exactly my point. Update your software. Stop having it be not merge ready. Thanks, and how do I do that? Is it just for the miners? It's for validators staking ETH on the beacon chain. Regular ETH users holders don't have to do nothing. Exactly. So, yeah, that's my point. And before I even get to the threads, let me explain a few things. I think it's important. If you have been following my channel, okay, you know I document crypto, all right? And I see things from a total regular plebs perspective. And when it comes to crypto, for me, it's more of it's money side, the finance, than the tech. I mean, be honest, how many people out there use it for the tech? How many of you even know what Doge does? No, I mean, come on, barely. But nope, I'll still put money because it'll go up. Yeah. And why does it go up? And why does it matter if it goes up? Because money, right? So when it comes to crypto, I see it for money mainly, and then the techie, okay? But it's important to also understand the tech to some extent, because you don't have to know everything, but it's good to know some, to some extent, because you need to know security, because when you're putting your money on the line, security is important, right? If the blockchain is secure enough, the validators are secure enough, the community is good enough, you know what I mean? So it's important to some extent, but you don't have to know everything, all right? You see all the crypto gurus out there, I'm sure the most of you follow, all the big gurus, they use all the jargons that I don't get it. You don't even get it probably, I'm sure. I mean, unless you're totally a developer, which I don't think you are, well, most of the people watching YouTube videos on cryptos are retailers, right? You just want to come and get the picks, top picks, that's going to make you money, and that's it, right? However, beside that, I think it's also important to know, like I said, a few certain things. Like, for example, the ETH merge, why is it important, all right? But let's not keep it too techy. So, again, I wanted to get this out there. I don't want to go on an off tangent, but this is important, all right? It's the end of an era. The upcoming merge will finally mark the end of proof of work, a huge milestone for Ethereum. We made an animated video explaining everything you need to know about the merge and how it impacts ETH holders. You can watch the full video on YouTube or read the thread, which I'm going to read the thread because I'm doing the YouTube video. In 2015, Vitalik Buterin released the Ethereum white paper and took the Web3 world by storm. In addition to being just a store of value like Bitcoin, Ethereum is also programmable. This means people can build powerful applications that cannot be censored or taken down. I'm sure this is like very straightforward, right? However, to make it more simple, it's just that Ethereum is like Windows or Mac, all right? You need Mac or Windows in order to install Photoshop or Office or whatever, other software, pretty much. So Ethereum is widely used and very scalable, kind of, right? And I hope Evmos takes over. But anyways, that's what it is, okay? And you can build on Ethereum. And it has a beautiful community, no doubt. But as groundbreaking as it is, the current version of Ethereum still has many problems. It can only handle about 715 transfer transactions per second. Compare that to Visa, which processes around 2,000 TPS. Okay, that's crazy. And also, let me explain this real quick. I have to break this. Ethereum Classic, right? You always see ETC kind of like pumping for a reason. Ethereum Classic was a fork. It happens for some, I don't know. There was an exploit on Ethereum, so they had to fork the chain, and that's what happened. The Ethereum Classic. And again, Luncy is another example with Terra. Okay, Terra blew off, and then Luncy forked. Okay, I might cover Luncy some other time for a reason. Give you my opinion. People are going crazy on this because it's trending. Another degen move, but anyway, let's stick to Ethereum. All right. So yeah, let's finish this. The proof of work chain consensus mechanism requires equipment that consumes a lot of energy. Because of this, the network is susceptible to a 51% attack. To address these problems, Ethereum devs have been working on a major software update that is materializing soon. Right? So what exactly is happening in this update? Ethereum is migrating its consensus mechanism from proof of work to proof of stake. Why? POW requires miners to solve complex mathematical problems in order to validate transactions and secure the network. Although effective, POW isn't very efficient. That is pretty straightforward. Very plebish friendly. In POW, miners have to invest massive amounts of resources in energy and computer equipment to actually have a chance at mining the transaction blocks and earning rewards. In other words, you can't just start mining ETH on your iPhone or laptop. Okay? I don't want to reread. It's very straightforward. This creates a barrier to entry for new miners that want to validate transactions to earn block rewards. Why is it bad? Well, if only a few miners can afford to mine on Ethereum, it defeats the very purpose of its existence, decentralization, right? You want more people. Companies with huge computing power can take control of 51% of the validator nodes. Exactly, leading to a much higher security threat to Ethereum. A decentralized blockchain cannot afford to have any central points of failure. So what's going to change after transitioning to POS, proof of stake? POS eliminates the need for expensive equipment and cheap electricity, making it easy for the average user to participate in the validation process. Exactly, we all can stake, and I love staking. Cosmos ecosystem has pretty much taught me about this validation and all that stuff. So this is pretty, yeah, now it's making sense to me, right? Developers anticipate ETH's electricity consumption as a network will drop by around 99.9% post-merge. Dude, this is insane. Anticipates electricity consumption 99.9%. Proof of stake replaces the process of block mining with validation. Here's how it works. Wow, it gets deeper now. Users commit their ETH as a stake to win the right to create a block. Based on their stake, one of these users is randomly chosen to be the validator. Validators then create new blocks and send them to the network for verification. If a block gets added to the chain, its validator gets a reward proportional to the amount of their staked ETH. This is, I bet this applies to pretty much every other chains. Like if they use validation or validators, right? Pretty much the same concept. If a block gets added to the chain, its validator gets rewarded proportional to the amount of the staked ETH. On the other hand, if someone sends a malicious block, they risk losing their entire stake through a process known as slashing. Exactly. We talked about slashing on Cosmos. To become a validator, a user must either stake at least 32 ETH or join a stake pool with a small amount and earn a portion of the rewards. That's one of the reasons 32 ETH is a very good number. Well, the basic that anybody should try to achieve or get to, if possible. If you're an ETH fan, I love ETH, but I love Cosmos a little more. All right, join a stake, or you could still join a stake pool if you even have less than 32 ETH. All right, so ETH upgrade roadmap. The entire upgrade plan consists of 3 main phases. Launch of a beacon chain. It's a POS blockchain that the Ethereum network will switch to when it transitions out of POW. It went live in December 2020 and runs parallel to the ETH chain called mainnet, of course. This is also known as the merge. This is where the ETH mainnet and beacon chain will combine, and the Ethereum network will begin operating using proof of stake. There you go. Testing for the merge has already begun and is likely to be completed within the next few months. The final phase of the upgrade is called sharding. Sharding is the process of dividing a database into multiple pieces. The main Ethereum blockchain will be broken into several smaller chains for processing different parts of the dataset to make it more faster. Sharding is expected to be introduced sometimes in 2023. Along with roll-ups, sharding will allow Ethereum to scale to tens or hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. It's awesome. It will lower the entry barrier, as validators would only need to store or run data for a subset instead of for the entire blockchain. This will make it possible to run an ETH node from a laptop or phone, which in turn leads to even more decentralization and better security. Impact of the merge of the tokenomics of ETH. According to Under Some Money, ETH issuance will go from 5.4 million ETH per year to 0.5 million ETH per year after the merge. This is a 90% reduction in supply. Uh-oh. That's a good news though. Reduction in supply, so the demand goes up and the price goes up. Well, if I'm not doing it right, I'm wrong. In addition, because a lot of ETH will be staked by the validators, the total supply growth is expected to grow from 1.9% per year to negative 2.2% per year. Yeah, because you will be locking your tokens, meaning that ETH will move towards becoming net deflationary, or at least a lot less inflationary. Another major impact of the merge for the average user is the rewards from the staking their ETH. The staking yields are based on 3 key factors. Yes, my favorite part, I guess. Total amount of Ethereum fees, percentage of fees burned, and number of ETH staked. This is where the money is coming from, right? This is where the reward is coming from. Not a Ponzi. 7 to 12% APR. Well, looks like. Staking rewards are expected to be around 7 to 12%. After the merge, significantly higher than right now. That's pretty decent. Think about this. 7 to 12% on a blue chip. That's very tight. Common misconception about the merge: despite the change of POS, we will still be stuck with the high gas fees and congestion problems for a while. Ethereum scalability issues are being addressed by rollup based layer 2s, as well as EVMOS. You're welcome. And yes, I'm not sponsored. I think EVMOS should consider sponsoring me, which I'm going to talk about. Let's see what's up. If you plan on staking your ETH, be aware that you will not be able to withdraw your ETH immediately post-merge. There will be another update that occurs after the merge that will allow you validators to withdraw their staked ETH. Man, this is long. But in the meantime, your ETH will be locked into the staking contract. This lockup period could last anywhere between 3 to 6 months or even longer. Alright, this is crazier than Cosmos. Cosmos is 3 weeks to a month, right? This is 3 to 6 months. We still do not have a concrete date on when the merge will occur, though it is expected to happen sometimes in 2022. Final thoughts: the Ethereum merge is a big deal. While the upcoming merge is not the finish line for ETH, it'll mark an important milestone, as no blockchain of the scale has ever overhauled its consensus protocol until now. It is pretty big, I know, and I'm excited. ETH is the first thing I've ever used beside Bitcoin. I play all the Ponzi's and everything I've played was on Ethereum, right? Oh man, my accountant, she kind of freaked out when she saw all the meme tokens, thousands of transactions. She thought I sent her a list of the zoo. Rebel, what is this? Did you like send me a list of a zoo? All the zoo, what is all these coins? Is it coins or zoo name, animal names? Oh man, tiger token, lion token, pig, bear. It was insane. So anyways, that's what it is, right? So let's read this and then I'll finish it off. But that was very self-explanatory, right? The ETH merges in a week is causing some major ripple effects, and I read this. Some ripple effects: GPU prices are plummeting down 73% as proof of work mining will soon become a lot less effective. More people will, move to proof of stake. I mentioned this. The utilization and interest rates for borrowing ETH on Aave shot up as people started stocking ETH to farm the ETH POW snapshot. Okay, so people are borrowing ETH from Aave because I think the snapshot hasn't been taken yet. Let's read this. So much so that Aave has temporarily paused borrows on the ETH market, fearing the high utilization might interfere with liquidations and increase chances of insolvency for the protocol. They're also worried about staked ETH price deviating further, causing destructive domino effects. More than 90% voted yes to temporarily pause ETH borrows. How to prepare profit? Okay. The gist of it: doing nothing is okay. Seriously, get your money out of centralized exchanges as they won't support. Okay, they won't support. Sexes are also likely to stop withdrawals close to the merge. Okay, so that's what it says. They're not going to support. Some of them would, I guess. Many DeFi plays like lending ETH can be profitable. You could buy staked ETH or other liquid staking ETH tokens at a discount. Monitor L2s for arbitrary opportunities. L2s like Matic and all that. If you're planning to borrow ETH from ETH Berryfield, I don't want to mention any of these. But don't be blindly bullish. Listen, I don't really discuss much about borrowing and lending okay, and I'm not going to go deeper in this, okay, but let's explain this, how you actually can profit. So why people are borrowing ETH? Because I think the snapshot will be taken you'll be getting the same equivalent of proof of work tokens because it'll still exist. It's like a fork. When Ethereum forked from, see the Ethereum Classic, right? Just like LunaC from Luna, we still have this token, right? We got the equivalent amount of token. So people are betting that if you hold a lot more ETH now, when the snapshot is taken and when the merge happens, right, you will get a lot of the tokens for proof of work, and you can sell for a profit. Yeah, I mean that's exactly how I get it. If I'm wrong, maybe correct me in the comments, because this happened before in a lot of other stuff. Okay, people have done this, and yeah. But then let me explain this. Okay, I don't want to drag this longer. Okay, but this merge obviously will probably pump Ethereum to some extent. I don't doubt. Ethereum right now is been trending at 1600. It's pretty decent. It's been up and down holding this line for quite some time, right? And I have no doubt that it'll pump, most likely, but it might be very short-lived. There would be dumps. I just feel it's going to happen. People are going to profit. Most people are getting on this right now for profiting, okay? Even people who are not even a fan of ETH, they're just trying to do this for profiting. That's it. So if you want to hold, maybe dollar cost average, and if you believe in the ecosystem, obviously ETH is awesome. I love ETH, no doubt, and I would definitely. I'm thinking of taking some ETH rewards and putting in Ethereum, okay. And then once this comes, I'm gonna discuss this because anything staking, man, gets some attention. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. I'll keep you guys posted. Let's keep it real. Let's make some money, and don't get wrecked. I'll see you soon.